Hey guys and gals, thanks again for tuning in right here on Hook, Line, and Singer. As always, I appreciate you being here today. I'm headed to the creek today to do a little fishing from the bank, but it's not a typical creek day for me. I have some bass rigs. I have 3 heavyweight bass rigs with me and one a lighter weight rig. Last time we were here, mainly crappie and brim fishing, my dad tore up some spotted bass in a spot, and I'm going to try to see if they might be in there again. Hey, come along and let's see what happens. On my first cast here on this Helgermite, see what we got. Oh, it came off, whatever it was. Man, it was a nice fish. Huh. Let's try it again. I just threw that thing out there and let it sink. Got something else on here. See if I can see what it is. Oh, run at me. Look at there. Well, we got a fight. What's a nice spotted bass. Look at there, look at there. Let's bring him over here. I'm gonna try to just swing him on the bank. Yeah. Look at there, what a pretty bass. This place is full of them, y'all. There, what a pretty, pretty creek bass. Boy, he's cold. These fish are healthy. See that tongue, that tooth patch right there on his tongue? That's how you know it's a spotted bass. Of course, it's got all these spots and these spots around his jaw. They fight, they're healthy. Look how thick that fish is. Nice bass. Let's let him go right here. Man, this water's pretty. Let's catch another. See, this current is coming down through here, and anywhere you can, when you're fishing like this, anywhere you can see the leaves on the surface, they're either swirling or they're not going downstream. It's what you call an eddy. And those fish will hang out in that eddy to take a break from having to swim in that current constantly. Man, this water is beautiful. Just let that Helgermite sink. It'll stand on its head. That's a floating lure made out of elastec. It'll go to the bottom and just stand on its head. Just move it a little bit. Reel it real slow. Oh, I just missed a fish right here. I'm gonna drop it back out there and see what'll happen. It's kind of in the current, but there he is. Oh, that's a good fish. That is a good fish. No, he's just pulling like a mean one. He's a good fish, but y'all hear that drag coming off? Oh, these creek bass fight. Do they fight? Got that little 1/20th of an ounce Z-Man jig right in the top of his mouth. Boy, I couldn't have shook him off. Look at there. There's another one. He's not as big as that other one, but he fought hard. See that tail? How big that tail is relative to their body? They're a lot like a smallmouth in that regard. Their mouth isn't near as big. They're kind of like a cross between a smallmouth and a large mouth. They're a pretty fish, fighting fish. Let's let him go. Oh, this is fun. They can't resist this hellgrammite whenever I get it near one. Let me show this lure to y'all. That's it. That's a 1/20th of an ounce jig head. Just a tiny little hook, but it is sharp. Look at that. It will hold on to these fish. And that's a Nico hellgrammite. Stays up on that jig good. Lasts a long time. Let's try to catch us another one. Man, that fish pulled drag like it was a 4 or 5 pounder. Drop it right back in this same spot. See what happens. They seem to be hanging out right in the edge of this current here. Look at here. Y'all hear that drag? And it's not set extremely loose. He's going to the other end of the creek. Good night. What have I got, y'all? My goodness, that's fun. Another big old spot. Look at him go. What a fish. Look what a bass. I hadn't worn him out yet. Tell you what, I'm gonna work this fish down the bank here. That's why I wear rubber boots. I can get out here and not fall. Whoa, close. Let him get hung up here. Come here, big boy. You're whooped. There you go. Ah, look at there. What a bass. Let me get out of the drink here. Whew. Let me just sit on this log here and admire this big guy. Unbutton him. Yeah, look at that, y'all. Look at that. Wow. What a pretty bass. Thank you, Lord, for this day. Goodness gracious. Look how thick. That is a heavy, that's a 3 or 4 pound fish. For the creek, y'all, you can't beat that. Look there, what a gorgeous bass. Man. Let's let this big boy go. Let him go right here, girl. Yeah. Man, how fun. Let's catch another one. Those last 2 fish, y'all, have been right there in the edge of that current. I'm just dropping that hellgrammite out there. And the last 2 got it on the fall. another one. Not quite as big, but he's just as mean. Come on, boy. Right in the top of the jaw. Just like those others. Man, I'm loving this little lure. Pretty spot. Clean him up. Mean little rascals right there. Boy, aren't they pretty. Well, I was planning on crappie fishing today, but I can't do anything else with this going on. There's another one, y'all. Nope, came off. Oh, let's see what happened. Hook's a little bent. There we go. Man, I wish y'all were here with me today. It is absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna sit on this big log right here and just enjoy it. Enjoy what the good Lord has given me. Beautiful day, good health, family that loves me, roof over my head. Been down to 29 degrees this week. I haven't frozen to death. Had heat, had clothes, had food. Don't ever take all these blessings that the Lord gives us for granted, y'all. And there's somebody watching this, I'm sure, that's not in as good a shape as I am in one way or another. Could be health, could be financial, spiritual. But let me remind you of something, y'all. There's somebody out there worse off than you. Grow where you're planted. Thank the Lord for what He's done in your life. Even when you get home. There's another good thing about these little hooks. They'll bend. That's a good thing. They won't bend from a fish very often, but they'll bend enough so that you can get it loose without breaking your line. Ugh. There we go. Back in business. Y'all, there's a huge fish laying right here. Do y'all see that? I can't tell if it's... No, that's a bowfin. That's a grinnell. Look at that thing. I wish it would hit that little Nico. I'll try to put it right in its face. Do y'all see that? If it strikes, it's gonna scare me to death. Hope y'all can see that. I've never seen anything like this. Look at that thing. That was a 4 or 5 pound grinnell, we call it. Also known as a bowfin. Just laying there. net, I might could have caught that bowfin. Y'all hear that breeze? The leaves are falling. It's the magical time of the year. This is a pretty magical place. You can tell. It's absolutely gorgeous. Well, I'm gonna go back up there where I was. I think he's got it. Yep. All I had to do was let this spot calm down a little bit. Another spot. Let's swing him. Gosh, that one was nearly too big to swing. I got you, buddy. Right in the roof of the mouth again. Got it. That's another one. My goodness. Go back, buddy. Now that fish, I can promise you, he doesn't see many people. He's wondering, just what in the world did I just experience? He's going to go back, and all his fish buddies aren't going to believe what the story he has to tell them. Well, guys and gals, it's been an unbelievable about 30 minutes. I hadn't been here much longer than that, if any longer than that. And I've caught 5 or 6, I've kind of lost count, really nice spotted bass right here on the creek. But I've always kind of wondered, when this is happening, I'm kind of catching them on some finesse type lures or lure, but I've kind of always wondered, how about just regular bass fishing? So I'm about to try a chatterbait. I might try a worm. I brought a few bass rigs with me, and let's see what happens, if anything, on those. Stay tuned. First lure I'm going to try is a black and blue chatterbait. I've got a Z-Man Minnow trailer on there. Good, great fall bait. Let's see if anything will hit it.
There's one.
First cast on the chatterbait. Another spotted bass. Ouch. No, I take that back. This is a largemouth. A largie in there. Large and in charge in the creek here. Awesome. Little chatterbait bass. that's interesting. Y'all, this is a beautiful fish. It has red eyes. I don't know if y'all will be able to tell, but his eyes have a reddish color to them. Very noticeable in plain sight. Beautiful bass. Bear Creek largemouth. Alright, next I'm going to try a sinking worm. Just a little weighted worm. I think it's a green pumpkin with red flake. Probably 1/8 ounce tungsten bullet weight. I'm going to tuck that hook so it don't get hung as bad. Just like that. Didn't know how to bite with that. Let's see if things have calmed off. Try the old Helgramite again. Another spotted bass. That's a nice one. He didn't fight quite as hard for some reason. He's just as nice. That little fat, thick, fat, spotted bass. Bear Creek, Speed's Mill, Alabama. Bear Creek, spotted bass. Alright, so the bass fishing has cooled off here. I'm going to go down the creek a little bit to a familiar spot and try to get a crappie bite. Seen this spot before, haven't you? There we go. There's a fish. Missed it. Must be bluegill. Oh, look at that. It's just a spotted bass day. No, it's a little largemouth. Another pretty little largemouth. That's the smallest one of the day, but fine nonetheless. Put them right in there. I just cannot catch them. Must be something just tiny. I'd like to see it, just know what it is. There's one. I still don't know what it was. It was tiny. Hang on, y'all. We're gonna get one in a minute. I just got it now. There's something. No, that's just a bluegill there. Pretty little bluegill. Pretty little creek bluegill. Two in a row. Another little creek blue. That line straightening out. Well, that's a fighter. These fish are biting funny. They like this little tube though. Just drop it. See that line straightening out? One's got it. Came off. Just swimming with it. Always be a line watcher. So when I flip this out there, I'm going to have a lot of extra slack line right here because I want it to fall. See all this line right here? And the line will start going out as it falls. But see, it sped up then. So there's a fish, guys, that. See the line moving? It's too little to catch. I think I'm gonna call it a day, folks. It's been a fun day. So hey guys and gals, it has been a great day out here. I appreciate you being with me. Mosquitoes are starting to bite. I'm about to get out of these woods, but I sat right here in this spot, these ferns growing. It's just gorgeous out here. Just to real quickly leave you with a word. This is out of Proverbs chapter 10 and verse 8. It says, "The wise in heart will receive commandments, but a prating fool shall fall." That word prating meaning babbling, foolish of the lips, shall fall, be ruined, you name it. It's kind of like at some point in most of our lives, not all of us have grown up, but at some point in most of our lives, we realize that our parents were right about most everything they tried to teach us, even though we didn't want to receive their commandments. A lot of times we paid the price for it. Kind of makes us into a babbling fool, doesn't it? Same is true with God. When we reach a spiritual maturity, and that is walking with Him, His saving grace has been applied to our hearts, then we are willing to receive His commandments. But a prating fool shall fall. Remember, heed God's commandments. What are God's commandments? They're right there in the book. And it's not just the 10 commandments, it's the entire Word of God that we have to apply to our lives. You do that, I promise you, your life will be better. this world will be a better place. Hey, listen to your mom and dad's commandments too. If you're young enough and you're still at home, you have a mom and dad that care for you. They teach you things. They tell you no because they know what's best for you. Listen to mom and dad. One day, you'll understand that they were right. I promise you that. Well, back at the truck now, as always. I sure appreciate you guys and gals for being with me. Hey, does that look like a somebody that likes to fish and frolic around truck or what right there? I appreciate y'all being with me. Hey, if you haven't already, do me a favor and go and click that subscribe button. Subscribe to the channel. You do have to have a YouTube account to do that, but creating a YouTube account is very simple and it is totally free. It is totally free. Hope you've liked the video, subscribed, comment, all that good stuff. That helps my channel grow, and I appreciate it from here, bottom of my heart. God bless you guys. Until next time, I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.